Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. Sorry about my yawning. I just had to yawn for a second. But I'm returning to you for another movie review tonight for The Legend of Ochi. This 2025 film. I got a chance to watch for myself, see what I was going to think of this film overall. So I'm going to discuss the hour and 35 minutes I watched with this film and let you know my thoughts on The Legend of Ochi. The Willem Dafoe, Helena Zengel, then you have Finn Wolfhard and Emily Watson in this film. So yeah, let's dive into this movie review. So pretty much the overall premise of the film is uh, this girl Yuri has to deliver, kind of bring back the one of the Ochi babies, or one of those creatures or whatever called Ochis. So pretty much she has to return the baby to the mama or whatever, and in the home of the caves and all that. So that's where they go. That's where she goes. And then in the process, she gets bit by one of those Ochi things, and she has like the voice for it now. But overall, Willem Dafoe's character, you think he's like through most of the movie, it's kind of like he's a bad guy in most of the film. But at, near the end of it, he starts to show a little more compassion, and he kind of lets Yuri go in her own way. So basically, I think the film was okay. It wasn't the best film, but it wasn't the worst film I've seen in 2025. The movie did have some heart to it, and I'll give it that, where it's due. But the execution of the movie, I think most of it had some problems. Like the beginning of it, towards the middle, just kind of collapsed on itself, meaning it you didn't know where the movie was going to go, and it was kind of getting boring. But overall, towards the end of the film, that's where it shows a little heart, compassion, and it just throws in a little bit of interesting scenes in the film that can be known as something where it shows a little action scenes, but at the same time, it has more heartwarming kind of movie. The ending to it's pretty solid, for sure. It ends on a happy note where she does return the baby home, and the Ochi baby, and then she just goes back to her life afterwards. That's what I presume. But overall, The Legend of Ochi is an okay film. It's not the best film I've seen, like I said, but it's not the worst thing I've seen. So, it'll be on my okay to man movies of 2025 by the end of the year. And if I were to give The Legend of Ochi a score, I think the performances were alright. Were the highlights mostly, but it's just the pacing of the movie. Like, it was iffy to me. It kind of almost didn't work. Like, the first half of the film did have its issues. The second half got a little better. So that's where I'm just like, okay, this is an okay film. So, yeah, if I were to give it a score, I'm feeling a 6.5 out of 10 for The Legend of Ochi. Okay film, not the best thing I've seen, but not the worst thing I've seen for 2025. I've seen worse. So, let's not talk about the Snow White film. That's worse. So, yeah. 6.5 out of 10 for The Legend of Ochi. I think the movie was okay. It wasn't the best thing I've seen, but not the worst thing I've seen. And I hope you enjoyed this movie review tonight. I will have The Accountant 2 movie review come out when I get a chance to. I gotta see when I can get some money in to pay for my membership for the Manic thing, where I watch my movies for free, but I don't watch them for free. I pay a membership just to have ad-free stuff for only $5. And right now, I just don't have it right now. But I will eventually go back to movie reviews. I do have a throwback movie review, but I'm gonna have to watch it online for free for that one. Not through my Manic app because it's about to be lapsing tonight. But overall, I hope you enjoyed this throwback move, or not throwback, this Legend of Ochi movie review. I'm thinking it's the throwback movie review. I will have that coming out tomorrow night as a premiere for Monday night at midnight, and you'll be surprised what movie I'll review. But The Accountant 2 is the next movie I'm watching, then Until Dawn and Havoc, and then we'll go to the May movies. But until then, I hope you enjoyed this Legend of Ochi movie review, the Legend of Ochi movie review, and thank you guys for watching. You guys have a good night.